Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to the show.
Indeed.
The wheel is here.
Yes.
The wheel is here. But we're not doing giveaways per se today, but what we are going to do is we're going to offer everybody a spin on the wheel. Actually, we're going to spin for everybody here today because if it lands on the World or the Magician on this, or I'm sorry,
Wheel.
the World or the Wheel of Fortune on this wheel, we'll throw 2 extra cards for you, an opportunity and challenge card for the month of September. So that's what we're doing today. We're gearing up for some giveaways up and coming, though. So just to let you know, that will be coming.
So if you win a spin, then stay tuned for that. It'll be tacked right out to the end of your reading.
Right.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So welcome, everybody.
So welcome, everybody. I'm going to do a card for the collective from the Oracle of the Unicorns today. And I love Lou. I will add you to the list. Thank you. Almost forgot to add you. I saw you come in. Okay.
Our weather in Metro Detroit area has cooled off substantially. Just thought I would throw that out there. Anyways, what you got?
It's very fall-like today. I pulled the
Yeah.
card. I know. I didn't leave it for you, Mr. O. My apologies. It's the Sanctuary card. Take time out from the world. Spend more time alone. Meditate or go on a retreat.
All right. Beautiful card.
Sounds like a little hermit energy there. Well, your soul is craving time away from the noise and the distraction of this busy world, so you can hear your inner guidance and feel at peace. This wise unicorn is telling you it is time to withdraw. This could mean spending more time in meditation each morning to set positive energies for your day. It may mean going on a silent retreat or finding a quiet place in nature for a day or weekend. It could be that you need to spend less time socializing and more time listening to the whispers of your heart. You may have just ended a relationship, and rather than rushing out to find a new partner, you're being invited to be single for a while. Your conscious mind wants you to do things and be with people, so it can stay busy and feel safe. It will try to convince you that you are missing out or you won't get things done. However, there is magic in silence and solitude. It gives you space to slow down, reconnect, breathe deeply, and get grounded. Sanctuary helps you gain clarity on what your next steps are, beyond everyone else's opinion of what you should be doing. It can connect you with divine guidance and help you receive inspired ideas that will help you move forward. Take time out to create the sanctuary around you. Enjoy a period of peace and quiet. Just like Sunny here, who likes to lay in the afternoon in his sun puddles, and they are gone. They are off in a world of their own. And I think here, we all need that downtime. If you can do it, I always looked at this time of year, even though it gets crowded places, sometimes I put it off till after Labor Day to take a vacation, to get out in the woods, to go into nature and unwind for the season ahead. Because, it starts getting hectic in the fall and winter. You have the holidays. Even though, the world wants us to slow down, it sometimes seems we make ourselves busier than ever. So take some time to yourself. Be wise and take the time you need to refresh, re-energize, and potentially, come up with, new thoughts and ideas.
Very good. And I noticed that Kara arrived right around the time that Sonny jumped back up here again. He was up earlier.
And I see Rowie.
And I see Rowie. Hi. Good old Sonny and Kara
And yes, I
connection.
took his spot on his tree here because how many times does he sit in it anyway? And put the wheel there. And I'll explain again what we're doing with the wheel today. It's a little bit different. Hi, Ari. I will add you too.
Hi,
I better stop talking here. Lou, Kara. Okay. So that was... We're up to 10 now. All right, and I'll get everybody on the question list in a minute. All right. So for the wheel, this is what I had for the collective. For the wheel, we're only going to spin it for everyone today to see if you win a couple of extra cards at the end of your reading. And those cards will be specifically for the month of September, and they'll present an opportunity and a challenge you may have in the month ahead. So, and next week we'll be working on some actual bona fide giveaway items.
Right. We have plenty of tarot and oracle and maybe a couple other things that we would like to give away.
I've already picked out a relatively new deck I hardly used, and I'm looking at a few oracle decks of mine that I really did not quite resonate with. They're not bad decks, they're just not my thing. So, and also these giveaways, if they're not your thing either, but you think somebody might like them and you want to gift them to somebody else, enter the drawing for it, or pick it in the drawing when you have a chance.
So here's something else too. We can only ship to the continental U.S.
Right.
We're not going to send to Mexico, Canada, or anywhere else, unfortunately. But if you reside in another country and you're going to be in the raffle anyways, because the other opportunity for non-USA is a reading that we can talk about. But if you know a way of having somebody in the U.S. send you something, you could give us their address if you win. So that's something to consider. Either way, we just want to try to get rid of some of our stock here.
Well, we are cleaning house.
Yes.
Slowly but surely. And we are going to sell some stuff too, because
Yes.
even if they're a little bit dinged, some of these decks actually have increased in value. And there may be some of those if we have extras, etc. Plus, I found an older book, which is hardly used, that I definitely want to give away at the raffle. It's called Life Prayers, and it's a multicultural compilation of various devotionals or chants or prayers. And so I think it could be a really nice giveaway item for those who want to expand, on the way that they pray. So, anyway, stuff like that.
All right, let's get going.
So let's get going. CJ is up first and would like to know something. I've got the question, so give me a moment. And there it is. All right. I've got to find a place for you. Well, actually, right here. Okay. We're both using Lenormands today. I'm using the Folk Art Lenormand, and he is using the Tomorrow something. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember?
Tales for Tomorrow.
Tales for Tomorrow, Lenormand, which I love, by M.J. Cullinane. Ah, the aging brain.
You're welcome, Shirley. Thank you.
So, CJ, I am going to spin the wheel for you in just a second. I thought I'd shuffle my cards first for this. Maybe after you cut before you pull them out, Mr. O.
Okay.
So just give me a second to... All right.
And I'm going to repeat CJ's question. Would like to know what Dennis' true intentions and feelings are towards them.
I'm going to spin the wheel to see if you'll get those extra cards. Nope, you got the moon. So keep on shining, CJ. We'll try next time.
All right, our cards for CJ.
Hi, Salema. I'll get you on the list.
First one is Queen of Wands. Reversed. Second one is King of Cups reversed. And another reversal, my goodness. It's the reversed Seven of Wands. I can almost feel a story there.
Queen of Cups reversed, the King of Cups reversed. Wow. And you want to know, okay,
I feel like that king is maybe Dennis, possibly.
Well, why don't you go ahead? Let me throw these out, though, before
right.
you do, perhaps.
It's the bouquet.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you may want to see these.
And the man. Okay, well, this may influence how I'm thinking about it.
That's what I thought, so think about it. So, I'm wondering here, I'm not sure. There's one of two things that may be going on with this Queen of Wands reverse, CJ. Either Dennis may feel you're too demonstrative about what it is you want or how you feel, or you're not demonstrative enough. I almost feel it could go either way with that Queen of Wands. Sometimes she can be aggressive, and at other times she's more like a wall, kind of blends into the scenery. So, he either wants you...
Are you saying that he thinks she's too ambitious or something of that sort?
One or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. So I think here that, he's looking for either more demonstrativeness from you or less. Anyway, go on.
Well, I think it's more of the latter. I think he may feel there's something overly ambitious here. I guess it could be saying that his intentions could be that. I mean, we're looking at it from the question point of view, is that maybe he feels he needs to pour on something, but at the same time, that also brings the idea that he isn't totally confident in himself too. So maybe it's a feeling like he's not really sure how much he wants to push forward. Like maybe he's still gauging things, or he's not very confident about how he wants to approach you more, or be more about his intention.
Well, I'm going to stick with what I said about the Queen of Wands, because I think the King of Cups may be more about his intentions. I have a feeling that there are times where he doesn't want to share his feelings with you. I feel that maybe he might be holding back. Maybe it's because of what I've said before, either too much or too little is pushing him into that kind of corner, I guess.
I like that. And along maybe with my idea, when I'm looking at this King of Cups reversed, I almost get the feeling like he almost wants to kind of tell you more what he thinks you should do, maybe, but he's holding himself back, though, is what I think it is. It's like maybe he wants to be a little bit more, demonstrative of himself in this way emotionally, but I think he might be holding himself back. He might have, things that he's a little critical about, but I don't think he always wants to bring that out. I'm not sure. Maybe he has.
Yeah.
Taurus, okay. Well, that's my opposite since I'm Scorpio, so I can kind of see where some of those qualities are.
The Seven of Wands here reversed is interesting to me here. I don't know if this means he wants to bring you down off of what he considers your pedestal here, or he feels that you have an advantage here. He's trying to somehow gain some, what he thinks is maybe some even footing with you, or maybe some domination over you.
Right, if he has you off balance, which it could be a possibility for that card.
I like that too.
Then he is easily able to take some advantages. Hello there, Divine.
Hey, Divine, you want to be on the list today, or just checking in?
Oh, okay. So thank you for that feedback. Love and hugs to you too, Divine, of course.
Well, so it's the Seven of Wands. But I'm looking at this here, and I almost feel like,
Right.
regardless of everything we're saying, he feels like he gets a lot of joy from this relationship, or that it could bring him joy. Or I look at this the other way, since it is about feelings and intentions. He may try to ply you with gifts or praise or things that, cover up his uncertainties or his insecurities about, the relationship.
Thanks, Divine. We'll put you on our list then.
Okay, Divine.
Good to see you. So when I look at those cards, CJ, this could be, to me, saying, because I'm cynical about love sometimes, that maybe he thinks like if he brings you gifts or joy, or if he expresses his, traditional attributes about romance, that, maybe, that's all it takes, to win you over, or that, that's all. Well, that's basically what I think, is that he may not be thinking this that far ahead beyond that, of just trying to get to know you better at this point.
So good luck with this situation, CJ. Hope that helped. All right.
Alrighty.
Okay, we are on Siama.
I see. Okay.
Full of BS. Uh-oh.
Well,
Oops.
without saying anything about any other Taurians that are around, and I am related to a Taurus and know some other Tauruses, they give as good as they get as far as that goes.
All right, so Siama is up, and they want a general reading. So I'm
right.
going to grab... I just brought out the Darkwood Tarot for the season. I love this deck. Mr. O loves this deck. He kind of shares it with me from time to time. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Well, they're all reversed, but they're not all bad reversed. The Four of Wands is here reversed. Wow. And the Ten of Swords is here reversed.
I guess I better get those Lenormand out.
Hey, guess you should.
You're welcome, CJ.
All right.
Okay, in the Lenormand, it's the Heart and the Tower.
The Heart and the Tower. Okay. Well, as a general reading, I think here that you might be losing your momentum on something you've been working on or will be. You might start losing your momentum, and just maybe is your interest waning, or is something more going on here? This could even be about work or other things as well. If you are bored at work, or there's not enough opportunity for growth, maybe you're starting to lose your momentum and your enthusiasm for what you do. And, it's time to maybe potentially think about doing something about it. Not necessarily that you're going to do anything about it next week, but maybe it's time to start thinking about what you need to do to either make things, to bring back the enthusiasm you once had and the motivation, or maybe to let it go.
And I agree with that. And I think that maybe to me, it's just sort of clear that the routine needs to change somehow, that there's something about the routine that feels stale. Or it could also be, too, that if you are working in collaborative efforts, you're seeing not everybody is adhering to the protocols well, and this may be influencing how you feel things are getting done. And therefore, again, some sort of shakeup needs to happen. Somebody needs to make people, work better together, or to follow, the same page you should all be on.
Mr. O, I'm going to need your support in reminding me, too, to spin the wheel.
I thought about that a moment ago.
Why don't you spin the wheel for Siama?
All right, we're going to do that first before we move on to the next one. Hi, Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. And again, we're reminding everybody who's here today, this is just for extra cards at the end of the reading for the month of September. And it's the Emperor upright, okay, so... Emperor, I mean. So,
yeah.
No, you did not win extra cards.
All right. Just want to make sure you got that.
All right. Let me get Alicia on the list.
All right. Thank you for your question, too. Even if you're not here when we get to it, it will be here.
Who said put the question in? Oh, Divine.
Divine.
Got it.
You're more in the second half of our question so far. All right.
You're ways down.
So I'm going to go on to the second card, which is that reversed Four of Wands. And this may cause minor delays in other things that are going on around you in your personal life. It could be saying that if there were some other plans you were having towards entertaining or something like that, maybe showing off your house, or maybe having some sort of celebration, harvest time, whatever it is, graduations, you might either want to delay that, or you might be feeling like,
you stay away from
once again, maybe you're sort of ambivalent about it, or you could be.
So the Four of Wands, okay, from what I said before, how you're losing motivation and not satisfied with where you are now with a project goal, or maybe work, something like that, something in your life. The Four of Wands indicates to me that it's time to figure out what you need to do to firm things up more, to make, or to have a firmer foundation in your life. If this isn't it for you, whatever it is, then maybe it's time to look for something that is. But it may just indicate that you might only have to make minor changes to make what you're doing now work for you, or what you want to do work for you. It may not involve a lot of tweaking at all, but you have to decide if it's really what you want to do anymore, if you want to move on.
And then that takes us to that reverse Ten of Swords.
And the reverse Ten of Swords indicates that, whatever this is about, and I don't know, maybe this is something else, because this is a general reading. I do feel here like you're almost feeling like you're bouncing back from some setback of some sort. If that setback is why you've lost your motivation for what you've wanted to do, then I think you're going to bounce back and pull it together, and maybe either, one way or another, determine if you're going to work on this more, or happily move on to something else.
Right, this situation looks like it's starting soonish and playing out for a week or two beyond. And so this could be saying that if there is this situation where people are grumbling about working together, or not interested in what's going on, it may resolve on its own. It could resolve in the sense that maybe those are the people that actually move on or move away from you in this regard. And in a way, it could be suggested by the Tower and the Heart, because maybe that just suggests that if people really care about their work or care about their home, because the Tower could be your home, personal life too, then they're going to just sort of stick with that. They're going to be motivated by sticking with that. And that means that other people may eventually move away. Just my possible opinion there.
Well, yeah, I want to go back to that. The Lenormand actually is where I want to go. The Lenormand, the Heart, and the Tower, I can see through things here. You should put your passion into building a solid foundation for yourself, something solid in your life, whether it is a solid relationship, whether it is a solid place, a work environment or a place where you can grow and achieve, the financial security that you need in life. Or whether it's even to find a solid foundation, a home where you feel comfortable and, that you can stay for a while. I almost feel like, this is something that should be lasting. The other thing about the Tower is that some of the stuff that we are talking about here maybe is involved with work, and how passionate you are or are not about, your current state of affairs with what you do for a living.
All right.
You covered that?
Yeah, I covered the Lenormand already.
Okay, then. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Lena is...
Oh, excuse me. Stifling a sneeze here.
All right, there's the list.
All right, thank you.
Lena wants a general reading.
All right, a general reading for Lena.
All right.
All right. And don't forget to do her spin.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Gave it a nice one. But it's back on the moon? No, but it's the sun. It's the sun this time. The sun and the moon. All right. Well, we'll either give away one or we don't. But stay tuned. More giveaways will be coming in the weeks ahead.
All right. A general reading for Lena. And our first card is the reverse Seven of Swords. So yeah, reversed. And that's followed by the reversed Eight of Coins, which we had in the last reading.
Yeah.
And then the... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's not the Eight of Coins, because this is... What is that, then? Tell me what that one is. 6 or 5?
That's a 6.
Okay, so that's the reverse 6 of coins, and then the upright 8 of coins. Sorry about that.
All right. Hey, that magnifying glass. I should bring it for you.
Oh, yes, it's probably around somewhere.
Especially if you're going to use that deck. No, it's up here. I know where it is, but I'm not going to get it yet.
The arcane writing. Okay,
all right.
And Lenormand?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking care of list stuff. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break.
It was not to laugh at you.
So, that's the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords...
Reversed.
I see that. I'm looking at the picture. Seven of Swords reversed. Kind of speaks about finding something out or maybe coming with some realization about something. Okay, here's the Lenormand, though. Let's get that out. The coffin and the stork.
Wow.
You're coming to the realization about something. The Six of Coins reversed. And it could be, Lena, that you just don't feel things are stable and balanced in your material, financial world, or maybe in your work-life balance even here, with that Six of Pentacles reversed there. This is making some sense to me now, looking at all of this. And that's the Eight of Pentacles.
Yes.
The Eight of Pentacles is back upright. And so I think what this is saying to me, this whole reading is just bam, 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 is that this is something you need to work on. You're realizing this more and more, that this is something you have to change and really get to work on.
Well, to me, that realization may be more specific because the Six of Coins reversed talks about not being able to share. And I'm wondering if this is saying you're going to have this realization that finding the partner, the workmate, the soulmate that helps you in your life and shares may not work out soon or at all for you. And that the Eight of Coins suggests you have to make your own way. You have to put your own sense of skills and resources to yourself, that no one is necessarily going to be your partner in this regard. I'm not saying this means never having a romantic partner.
Yeah, I was trying to wonder where you were going there.
Well, I think there's possibilities that could go that way.
I think more generally, you might be better off saying,
hey,
no one is necessarily going to be able to take care of you. In other words, maybe there's no roommate to share costs with, or there's no partner. I mean, it could be any number of things. No family will bail you out, So you're coming to the realization that you are on your own here, and you need to figure out how to sustain yourself, basically, and get to work on that. That's what I would say, if that makes sense.
That sounds great. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So then there's the stork in the coffin, which is sort of like beginnings and endings.
Yeah.
Or the beginning of an ending.
The beginning of an ending. It could be a beginning of an ending of letting this idly, or of letting this continue.
Right.
It might be a new beginning is starting, and, you're going to let go of this, whatever has been holding you back, or of the job or whatever that has been holding you back. This may indicate that something may come along that could help you close that door.
It's true.
And I'm not saying it's a person. I think it's a job, So keep looking. If you've been looking for work, Lena, keep it up, because maybe a door is going to open.
Right, the breakthrough.
Kind of feel it.
Good luck, Lena.
So good luck with that.
How's my sunny boy?
Libra is up, and it's another general reading.
Hi, Libra. And don't forget to roll or spin.
We're going to roll. No, you do it this time.
Okay, I'll do the spin. All right, and once again, this is a spin for all of our viewers today, just to see if we will toss an extra 2 cards to your reading, one being the opportunity, one being the challenge. You have to hit one of 2 positions here, either the Wheel of Fortune or the World.
And it's a Chariot this time. So,
all right. So good luck next time. It'll be a different raffle next time.
And that's just for the month of September, those 2 cards we would pull. So let me get my cards ready, and you can work on the Lenormand, Mr. O. Yeah, I guess I could have thrown more of the cards in the mix here. If we do this again next time, I will do that, but I don't want to. I don't want to do it
streams
in the middle of a show, because other people missed out on that. So.
No.
Appreciate that, Lena. Thank you.
We really appreciate hearing that. Thank you so much.
And the best tarot cat on the internet.
That's right. Hey, maybe that's another raffle. Whoever writes the best short essay about Sunny being the best cat. I know that's a little subjective, right?
That is a little crazy, Mr. O. Okay.
You're so sweet, Lena. Thank you.
Well, okay. For Libra, we start with the Eight of Wands reversed. Hi. What's with all these reversals? I had shook up all these decks. And the Moon is reversed as well.
Shazam.
But take heart, Libra, literally. It's the Two of Cups upright.
Oh. Yes. How nice, eh? And then in, Lenormand, it's the bouquet.
Wow.
And the key. Give till it hurts or something.
Oh, this is a really interesting reading,
yeah, I
Libra.
think so.
Things may seem chaotic right now, and I don't know your current relationship status, but the thing is, I don't know, there might be some chaos in the relationship or whatever, but I think that things are going to finally, it's almost as if the air is going to be cleared. You know, this is another one of those readings that I feel like going right through, because that's the moon. It's like there's chaos and there might be miscommunications or just things that are being taken the wrong way, or you're getting the wrong impression about somebody or they of you. And the moon here kind of indicates that the air is going to clear. Things are going to be revealed. And it's going to lead to better understanding, unity, and partnership. You know, friendship that is deepening, a love that is deepening, a partnership that grows, just a mutual understanding with one another.
I could look at that reversed Eight of Wands and realize that maybe people are having a hard time communicating with each other, or are downright misunderstanding or feeling misrepresented. And so, yes, I agree with Banshee. The moon reversed is saying that the air needs to clear or something needs to change. And of course, we're coming up to supposedly a major eclipse that may really tip the scales for a lot of people in different ways. So then it almost goes like right towards, you know, the Two of Cups there, and maybe it's saying that really things just really come out on the other side very well.
Yeah.
Harmony and trust restored.
Well, it looks really, really good. And you also have the key is the gifts. The key is that maybe, like in the situation that I was bringing up between you and the other person, each of you want joy. Each of you want joy and, you know, and happiness between you and the other person. Each of you want to be happy and want to make the other person happy too. And that's what great friendships, partnerships, whatever are based on. The fact that we're all looking out for each other here. And so it seems like the key is wanting the same joy, wanting the same, you know, gifts that, you know, the relationship or the partnership can bring. The same goals, the same aims.
Absolutely. I can't say it any better than that.
Crazy. Interesting read.
All right, good luck, Libra.
Okay, why did that happen? I thought I copied and pasted that. Command-C. Shirley is up. One moment. You can see I'm busy. All right. Hi, Shirley. Uh-oh, there it is. That was my deck, right? Yes.
Yes, so I'm trying to decide what deck I want to use.
Can't use the horse deck for you, sorry. But next time, I'm keeping it here a while. All right, so.
I'm just trying to decide what deck I want to use. And I have it. All right.
Well, Shirley, you're putting a lot of faith in us. Just remember, we are not auto mechanic specialists. We're tarot readers. We'll see what the card says.
And we are going to spin on the wheel.
Yes, we are.
If you get the Wheel of Fortune or the World, you'll get an extra 2 cards, which will represent your challenge. What?
Went to the High Priestess again. I'm wondering about it. Seems like it's favoring this side of the wheel.
Well, move it slightly, I guess.
We did get the moon once, though, so let's see. It's actually on firmer ground than it was on that other table. Yeah, see, here's the tower. So maybe it's just a fluke, so I'm sorry. We may give one away today, and we may not. And next time, if I do this thing with cards again, if we do it that way again, I'll probably add more than one other spoke to the wheel here. Maybe 2 more. But when we do giveaways, I think it'll just be 3. 3 spots.
All right. Well, this should be a pretty uncomplicated reading.
I have a thought, too, on how to handle the wheel. We will talk after the show, Mr. O.
All right. I was sure I was going to get the Chariot, but I didn't.
Ah.
I did get the Three of Chalices reversed, Three of Cups reversed. Also, the Knave of Chalices, so that's the Page of Chalices.
What, is the knave upright? Yeah.
Yes, he's upright. And the Two of Chalices. This almost sounds like a love reading.
There's movement.
There's movement. There's the ship and the dog.
Well, I have to say, when I first saw the first card come up, Shirley, I was a little concerned here, and I was going to say, who the heck are you getting this advice from? Is it a friend? Is it somebody you know and, in your circle? And, maybe this advice is not necessarily good, but I'm not so sure anymore. Everything looks a little bit more positive other than that card. So I would say this. You may want to... You may want to double check it if you are getting advice from just somebody in your circle or whatever, okay? You may want to, try to ask, I don't know, or if you've been asking ChatGPT and AI, goodness forbid, you might want to get another opinion anyway. But the thing is, and that's what I would recommend, is before you go do it. But it seems to me there might be good news. There might be good things that come out of doing this. It's highly possible this could work, because also the Two of Cups is here. Like, maybe what this is saying is, this would work for your car problem. It would
create harmony.
It would create harmony. Yes, thank you, Mr. Rowe. It would harmonize with your car's condition. So, I could see that. What do you think about those
Well,
things?
I definitely like that idea. I really am kind of puzzling with that reverse 3 there.
Yeah.
Because I sort of feel like it represents, you not enjoying something or not feeling like something is rewarding, and of course maybe this is just the process of having to do it, that it's going to be more expensive because it's just some rinky-dink computer part. Well, I don't know.
Mina, let me take a look. Yeah, we can add you in.
So I don't know if it relates to that situation, but like Banshee says, the other cards look pretty good. Like, you could expect some good news, sort of a sense of something timing working out, or feeling like it's trustworthy, because that's the Two of Cups too, is like just trust in a relationship or situation. And so maybe ultimately the Lenormand says that you can trust or feel loyal about this movement towards this process. So if this involves, anything where, like, the part has to be ordered, or you don't just go in somewhere and just buy it like that. It might have an ordering system or something, but you're going to move towards that, I guess. Or,
yeah,
or that represents your car working again and moving.
It's funny you've got the dog and the ship here, because that indicates that, maybe your friend is helping you get that car moving again, getting yourself moving again. But I'm wondering here if there's just something, like maybe it'll be harder to get the part. Like you maybe suggested too, you're going to try to find it. Maybe there's going to be some problems there that's going to be, causing you some grief. But it seems like it might, in fact, be the answer. That's why I was surprised that first card came up, because everything else looks pretty good. So I would say to give it a shot. But recognize there may be some complications, or maybe there's something else that may need to be done besides all of that. Maybe that was part of a problem. I can't rule that out. But
and boy, does that sound like something to do with computers.
I know. So good luck with that, Shirley.
Good luck, Shirley.
Oh, okay. Huh. Well, good luck with that. I hope it works out. Well, I'm glad it wasn't something life or death, because I'd hate to be responsible to tell you, yeah, it's going to work, and then you get in an accident because it doesn't. Like I said, tarot's not expert automotive advice, so take it with a grain of salt. But if you feel confident, the cards are kind of agreeing with you on that, okay? So good luck with that. You're welcome. We're just keeping ourselves out of the liability. So, all right, Dr. V is up.
All right, that's going to be your deck.
Yep. And get the question. Okay. Dr. V will get the horse deck.
Well, I hope it works. Absolutely.
Well, it would be nice. What's a convertible if you can't get the top down, up and down? Okay, final outcome. Proposal to funder S. Will we be funded?
So, Dr. Victor, if this answer is in any way too vague, we can, of course, look at a quick yes or no and determine something more specific.
Hey, I believe it's your turn to spin the wheel, Mr.
And this roll will determine if you get an extra 2 cards for September.
The Hierophant.
Closer.
Yeah, it's getting closer.
Not quite, though. All right.
All right. Wow. Well, you have the Five of Wands upright, Dr. V. That's interesting to see.
Awesome. Yeah.
Jeez. The Two of Swords is here upright. Temperance is reversed. So we may have to do a yes/no on this one. It's a little ambiguous. Let's see the Lenormand, Mr. O.
Going on here. But we do have the garden.
Okay, well.
Okay, which is iffy. And we have the mountain, and the mountain leads towards the garden.
Wow, I don't know if you're going to see what I'm seeing, Mr. O, but it's big.
I have a feeling that it's not cut and dry, that's for
It's
sure.
not cut and dry. Apparently there is some competition here, you know, or some struggles going on between the people who are, whoever's judging this, whoever's evaluating the funding. It could be between them, or if there are other people vying for this funding, competition is heavy here. It's very heavy. So you're up against that. The Two of Swords indicates to me that it is decision time, it's go time, but there's really thinking deeply about this. There must be a lot of conversation already going on, because it's, or ongoing maybe up to the point of revealing this, because that's not a decision-making card. That's still discussing or thinking about the decision.
Yes,
Let's stop there.
It's kind of interesting because you more or less indicate that they really are close to a decision or a decision point. And this almost feels like either it's going to go right down to that moment,
to the wire,
or that there might even be some sense of them trying to drag it out longer, asking for an extension or suggesting that they need longer to think about it. And I totally agree with Banshee. You know, the Five of Wands, sometimes you can pivot with that and think that maybe it represents the idea you are getting people to work together. But in this context, I think it represents other competition for the funding, or it could also just represent other forces that might be roadblocks or checkpoints towards that process.
So the Temperance card is reversed here, which is saying there is, you know, it's going to amount to who they feel has the right mix of what they think they should be funding. And the Temperance card is saying it's reversed, which could indicate you may be at a disadvantage if there is competition involved and, they feel that somebody else has performed you or out proposed you, let's put it that way. Or if there is no competition, they just may feel like your project just doesn't have the right mix of what they want to fund. But that doesn't necessarily mean no. However, I see the mountains and the garden here, and I think your challenge is, has your proposal risen to the level of, number one, that they're willing to fund, or number two, that rises above the others that are looking for funding?
Right. I still feel there's not an easy question answered here in these cards.
So we need a yes/no.
Yeah, so we are going to do the yes or no. And I agree with Banshee.
You can use one of your decks. Karma. Why not Karma?
Yeah, we'll use the Karma one. So, very good. But I agree with that. I think that it looks like there's really something blocking us from being able to see that, or suggesting that that outcome really could be mired in some nuance or take longer for some reason.
I don't know about the taking longer. I think it's going to go down to the wire. But I do think that what it means is that they're weighing a lot of things, and they have a lot to think about here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And they're just going to make that decision right at the final moment. Well, it's good luck. It's not telling us.
It's a major arcana.
It's a major arcana. It's the Fool. But I like this because what it's saying to me, Dr. V, is there's a nice possibility here that they might want to take the chance and the risk and go with you. I think it's a possibility here.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good interpretation.
Even if some of them have misgivings. So do keep us posted as to how it goes for you, Dr. V. I still feel it could go either way, but there is, in my opinion, a slight advantage leaning your way.
The Fool can represent that sense of a chance, taking a chance or a chance just occurring. So good luck. We wish you good luck with that.
All right. Especially since we got the Fool upright, because if I had gotten it reversed, I might have said differently.
All right, Love Lou is up.
Yep, and I got a question. Thank you, Kara.
All right.
You will be after Love Lou, and I'll remember that. And let's see.
Hi, Love Lou. And we have your question.
And there it is, Mr. O.
A possibility is there of a romantic relationship between you and Tehun? And of course, if the answer is vague, we will do that yes or no again.
And if the answer...
Oh, and spin for her.
Oh, yeah. You want me to do it? I guess. Okay.
And this is for the 2 additional cards for September.
It's Strength.
All right.
All right. So, we just brought it out because we want to spin the wheel, apparently. No. Sorry about that.
All right, my last riffle here. Our first card is the Upright Queen of Swords. Then we have the Upright Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the Upright Eight of Cups.
Wow, that's...
kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And our first Lenormand is the Anchor. And then it's the Whip. Hurry up, stay away, or stay there.
Or hurry up or use the Whip to just try to dislodge the anchor. I'm not sure. And especially with that Eight of Cups there, I'm not sure.
You frame your question as, is there a possibility? And of course, there's always a possibility in almost anything.
Well, and the other thing is, we ask, we often say that when you ask about somebody a lot, you may get different results, and then you're not sure what is fact and what is not. So there's always a danger there, Love Lou. I just want to bring that up, because some of this may contradict things we've told you recently. But I'm not sure. I look at this in a couple of different ways here. I see the Queen of Swords here, and I'm not sure if that's you in this equation. It could be. I mean, if I look at these two cards, I could see a man and a woman, and then I see the Eight of Cups, and it's almost as if you're going in different directions or you're coming together in one direction. It's one or the other. I could see it that way. But I could also see this as the Queen of Swords just being, could a decision be made that a romantic relationship can happen? Somebody has to move on this and make that decision in order for it to happen.
Well, I wanted to preface this by saying that I personally don't believe you've asked the question about this relationship exactly the same. You have once before at least, but other times you've sort of been maybe a little coy about, where that role is. Having said that, though, I sort of feel myself that I feel the Queen of Swords is about the decision about whether or not it goes forward. The Knight of Pentacles could indicate that maybe the decision is always going to move along at a slower pace, at a more regular pace. It's not going to be an absurdly slow pace, but there may be factors that just sort of keep it moving along in its own space and time. And so it suggests to me that the possibility exists, but nothing really is tying them together exactly.
Well, that's interesting. For some reason, I remember you saying it was the Knight of Pentacles, but for some reason I kept thinking it was the Knight of Cups. And I remember you saying it. So I think here, I look at this and I say a decision has to be reached, but it's like very slow in nature. Like, is it going to move along naturally? It would have to come naturally. I guess I agree with Mr. O. It has to come naturally in its time and space if it's going to happen. And of course, what this means is this person or you have to make a deliberate more forward move towards each other in order for this to take place.
So both the Queen of Swords and perhaps that Eight of Cups suggest that there is a proactive movement or idea that maybe is going to come from you more than anyone to advance this notion. And so wherever possibilities come to keep you possibly meeting with this person or moving along that path, then maybe it could happen. It is a possibility. I like the Eight of Cups because it does sort of suggest the idea of moving to a condition you like more than one you're coming from.
It's true. That would be what would be desired here. And I think that the cards don't give me enough to really say that.
That's good.
That's why I said before, it looks like a man, a woman, and they're either moving together if fate maybe decrees it, or they're moving apart. But the way I'm looking at this Eight of Cups with what I really said about a decision needs to be made to move this forward, and things are really slowed down right now in the process of that. So will this take place? The Eight of Cups indicates that what's going to happen here is that both of you are going to decide to move towards what's in your best interests, what is for your greater good. Because in a sense, that is what the Eight of Cups is about. It's moving towards a better place. But has Tehun decided that you are that better place? See, I am not getting that necessarily from the cards here.
Right, and we haven't even. You're right. That's very valid.
So what I would say to you is, yes, it is possible, but I'm not seeing the movement right now.
I think we can squeeze you in. Hi.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be,
Yeah.
you're number 15, Spirit.
Yeah.
We've got you. All
All
right,
right.
got you on the list.
So the Lenormand looks interesting too, because I guess what it's saying is that you may have to move quickly to put yourself there to secure a position. And that would be the position with them. And so how that happens, I don't know, because I think you've indicated that you've never actually met yet. And so you know people that know each other. You have to move maybe more quickly to really put yourself somewhere where you will be in position for them or that situation. How do you think about that?
Well, it was really interesting looking at that Lenormand, frankly. I kind of got the feeling here that either somebody has to make some more forward aggressive maneuvers in order to move this forward, in order to move somebody, in order to move from maybe no relationship to a relationship. Because somebody's anchor is down. I feel here like somebody is maybe stuck in their place right now. And so or both of you maybe. And so somebody has to make that aggressive move to change this.
I like it.
That's what we have. I think it was an interesting reading, though, for you. Good luck with that. I can't rule it out, but I can't say that it is necessarily going to happen either.
Alrighty.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
And then we're on Kara, and Kara wants oracles.
I'm sometimes at the mercy of my cards and my intuition. All right, Kara. Let's see what I can pull for you here. Well, Kara, why don't you be the first? I don't think I had these out on Thursday, but I found my Season of the Witch Mabon Oracle, and why don't we pull one top and bottom from here for you? Let's see what we get. Prepare you for the season ahead. And is it your spin for... It's mine, isn't it?
You're reading, so I spin it.
What?
Aren't you? Isn't it your cards?
Yeah.
So I spin it when you're
Okay,
shuffling.
then go ahead.
Alrighty. Wow.
Kara.
Kara.
You were so close.
You were close.
You were so close because it's the world, but judgment. You got judgment. Judgment is not on your side today. Sorry.
We're sorry.
I was beginning to wonder when they'd get too close to the world one. Aha. So I want to check something with this one. Yeah. Okay. So the first card is St. John's Wort and Marigold, number 36, which actually is my birth number. 36 translates down to 9. And so St. John's Wort, and I think I want to read that before I pull the other one. What number? 36.
Yeah.
As I said. And here we are. And that is about... The keywords are protection against dark forces, repels negative or unwanted energy. Against your will there will not be. No entrance, no welcoming. Be gone. Be gone, trolls of the internet, be gone. Your higher self chose this card because there are some negative energies swirling around you that are affecting your spiritual well-being. You may see this energy manifest in mood swings, nightmares, general low energy, or an unexplained feeling of heaviness. Know that these feelings are not a result of anything you have done, but they will continue to disrupt your life if you don't take steps to remove the energy that is causing you harm. Take a few moments to think about when you feel this energy the most. Does it tend to happen just after visiting a particular person or location? Do you feel this way at work or at home? Do you feel this way when you're on a social media platform? I'll just add that. Most people are not aware of how much energy they steal or the ways in which their low vibrations affect others. It's important to hold space for the people you love and care about by listening and supporting them through tough times. But when a relationship becomes toxic, you may need to take extra steps to protect your own energy. So, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, it's a Scarecrow card, number 34. Hey. You can scare them away, Kara. So the Scarecrow. The keywords are guardian, you have help, support. Remember that you are not alone. Move with confidence as you are guided. Your higher self chose this card because you need to be reminded that you are being looked after, taken care of, and protected. You may feel as though there are many dangers lurking about, and while they may be near, they will have little impact on your life as a whole. You can move forward with your plan, knowing a favorable outcome is in your near future. You may feel the presence of your spiritual guardians, a sudden feeling of warmth spreading through your body. Wow, this is really interesting, the two cards together. Sudden spread of warmth spreading through your body, a tingling on the back of your neck, or a sense of peace, as though suddenly all your troubles have been washed away. These and similar sensations are your guides, sending you support and confirmation that you have cosmic help working on your behalf. Trust in the cosmic forces and know that you have cosmic help working on your behalf. Cosmic forces, and know that the timing may not be what you're expecting, but it'll always be right on time. It may also present itself to you when you have been facing a particularly difficult situation that seems too great to face on your own. Receiving this card is your confirmation that physical help is on the way, and you won't have to struggle much longer. You may receive an unexpected windfall, a call from someone offering support, a chance encounter, or a life-changing opportunity. What's really interesting about go ahead with the Lenormand. Let me see.
Okay. The mountain and the garden. And we had them before, but they're reversed now. They're in different
And the garden. It sounds like it's coming from social media. Kara, is there any surprise here? I'm serious. But that's the point, too. Because I think here you've got something on the one hand that is saying, there's something, you need to get rid of toxic people around you. If something's making you uncomfortable, there may be somebody working against you. You know what to do. That block button is your friend. Don't even waste time arguing or feeding the trolls. But the bottom line is that I think the other card, Scarecrow, indicates that there's support for you out there. And so ignore the naysayers, once again, who might be picking on you, putting you down, etc. There's support for you out there. Now, if it's a metaphysical or spiritual attack that you are sensing coming on, know that you have support on the other side. The Scarecrow card says so. Call on your allies. They will be there for you. So I think it could be an either-or situation here.
I love it.
Yeah. So good luck with that. But either way, it just sounds like you can handle this. You can handle this if you call on allies for support, or in the case of social media, just realizing for the few people who are being, a-holes out here, I have a lot of people who care about me. Just remember your supporters out there. Good luck with that. All right.
And it's Rowie.
All right. Yep. we are on Rowie, who wants general guidance.
Okay.
All right.
And our first card is the Devil, and the Devil's upright.
All righty.
And then we have the Eight of Swords reversed.
Woo, Kara! I'm
That's
just looking
right.
forward to fall equinox. It's my favorite time.
And then finally, it's the Lovers reversed.
Wow, that's really an interesting combination
I
that
think it
tells the
is.
story.
I think it is.
I'll let you go first, but wait, let me get the Lenormand out
well,
there.
it's almost a sweep for me, but I...
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Cards are sticking together. All right. Well. Wow, this is funny.
The Sun and the Clouds.
Oh, and did we spin for Rowie? We did not, did we? Wow, it's the moon. Okay.
So no go. Okay. So the Devil is upright, and this could be saying that there's a feeling of being contained or being limited or trapped in a certain situation. And maybe you're going to realize that you can get out of this, the Eight of Swords reversed, because a lot of this, it's not so much that it's in your mind, but that there is a mental thing going on here where maybe there is either manipulation or something going on that just sort of is trying to put you in a position. And I almost wonder if it's like if it's about making a certain decision, like maybe somebody is trying to limit your options for either a decision or a course of action. I see some of that with that Lover reverse there too. So I wonder, Rowie, if you're going to have to stick to your guns, that if there's a situation that maybe is important, but somebody wants you to go along more with their ideas, and or that they want you to feel like you don't have much of a choice.
Well, I'm kind of inclined to start with the Eight of Swords. And I feel here that, because that's reversed, and I sort of feel here that, this is a period of time where you might be considering breaking free from things that have been limiting you. Whether it's people, whether it's a job or a work environment that's not paying off, whether it's a relationship, whether it's just other people who are blocking your progress in some way, or blocking what you want to do or what you'd hope to achieve or obtain. You're finding ways to stand up for yourself and assert yourself more. At least that's what it looks like, or that is what it looks like is what you need to do. Okay? And I think here with the
Clouds and Sun?
No, I didn't read the last one. What is that again? The Lovers reversed. With the Lovers reversed, you have to make choices here that are in your best interests. And I think the best thing you should do is to try to eliminate whatever it is that is limiting your growth, limiting your progress, limiting your life in some way, holding you back. And making better choices in order to do so. And the Sun and the Clouds, I think here what's happening is that you are finally seeing the light, The clouds have been obscuring the sun and making things a little bit confusing to you. But, you truly want that success, that joy, that happiness that everybody in life should be entitled to. So, I think the clouds are starting to part for the sun. Because when it comes down to it, the sun is a powerful card. It compensates for whatever the other cards are trying to do to it here.
Well, the tarot cards seem to point to the idea that, people or situations are trying to manufacture your thinking about something, but you're realizing, the clouds and the sun, that you really either have more options or that those limitations really don't have to apply to you if you just, do course correction on your own through your own sense of experience and what is right for you. Instinct's going to be a part of that as well. So good luck with that.
You can close the list now, Mr. O. We're at 16. I've added Namira. You're last
hi,
on the list, Namira.
The list is closed. Everyone on the list gets a reading and, of course, a spin from our wheel.
I'm missing a couple of readings coming up, so I'm trying to look for them. If you want to talk about shows for a moment.
All right. No, you're fine, Namira. You just made it. You made it to our deadline. And, of course, I'm reminding everybody that we are back Thursday. And, of course, we're in our anniversary season, so we will be giving some giveaways. Namira and anyone else. We are doing today a spin off of our wheel here. And if you get one of the two positions, I believe it's the World and the Wheel of Fortune, we will throw 2 extra cards for those persons. And those are the challenge and the
opportunity for the month of September.
Later in the month, on subsequent shows, we will be trying to do giveaways of either tarot cards or oracles or also other readings we can do.
Okay.
All set?
Thank you for that question, Salema. You were one of the ones I was looking for. All right. Ari is up now. I think that's all I had to say about that reading. I didn't know if you were adding more.
No, I think I'm good there. So
that's what we had for
Rowie.
you. Good luck with that. Rowie. Ari is up
You're
now.
welcome. Thank you too, Spirit. Yep, we do this from time to time. We are occasionally gifted by others with decks that we already have and use, so sometimes we just try to pass them on, or in some cases we get a hold of a deck or an oracle and maybe it just doesn't resonate as well, and we may not have really used it very much at all, so gently used, we may offer that up too. You're welcome.
So, Area's up.
And that's your deck.
And it is my deck. Thank you.
Now, we can only mail decks to our fans here, our followers in the U.S. So if anybody wins on a spin for that, we can offer them a reading instead. Or if they are able to have that item shipped to them from some American address they have access to, we can offer to ship it there. And we have fun with this. So thank you. It's a way of supporting you guys because you support us.
So did you spin that last one? It's your spin now,
We did spin for Rowie, but I don't know if we
spin for Ari.
Alrighty. Let's give it to her. No?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm looking at it. It's
You
right
won, Ari.
Ari gets 2 extra cards at the end of her reading for the opportunity and challenge in the month of September.
So hold for that.
Do you want to shuffle a deck for that and just keep it aside?
All right. Yes, I will. Let me grab one.
Till the end of the reading? I'll let you do that.
Okay. I want to use a deck I haven't used yet, so let's see. I guess I'll use this one.
So we did give one away today.
Why not?
It's an interesting questionnaire. Let's see what we've got. Huh. The Hierophant is upright. The Page of Swords is reversed. And the Seven of Wands is reversed.
The snake shows up in the Lenormand.
Wow.
And the scythe.
What?
I know.
That's really weird. But I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that first card, I might go card by card. I'm not sure yet. But I think the first card really says to me, the Hierophant, that, you know, it was a routine thing for this guy. I don't know how many people come and go from their job or from that shift at Wendy's or, you know, what goes on there exactly. But I almost feel like they kind of treated it as just a routine business thing that, you know, they expect because, of course, if they hire a lot of people and a lot of them happen to be college students, they expect them to leave eventually, you know. And also, since a lot of people are very young and some of them aren't, you know, well versed in the job market or disciplined, then it's possible too that they expect some to leave just because they aren't, you know, what's the word? They aren't taking the job seriously, you know. And other ones might be, they expect them to go and look for something better.
Well, the job market is, you know, pretty vast and pretty much unaccountable back and forth across, you know, concerns here. And fast food, you know, type of places are very fast turnovers too. People come and go amazingly quick for those kind of works. And so the Hierophant to me maybe represents the idea that unless there was really a personal relationship between you and them, that if they were a friend for some other reason, I don't know, this card doesn't represent somebody that maybe feels like they were overly affected by that. Their main feeling was that they just needed to, you know, replace you probably. All right, so the next card is the Page of Swords, and it's reversed. So the only thing that I feel from that is that maybe something about the situation might have made them uncomfortable. Is it possible that they touted you to other people more than they should have, and then they realized that, you know, your leaving sort of left a different impression? Once again, I'm not so sure that applies to that kind of employment. I don't want to demean it or anything, but I'm not sure unless there was some more personal reason why they might have been affected by you leaving.
Well, I kind of feel the last two cards tend to go together here with that Page of Swords and the Seven of Wands reversed. They're both reversed. And I think here what it's saying is that maybe they might have wanted you to communicate and give them more notice. In other words, they might feel minorly inconvenienced by this, is the way I look at it. Because I look at that Seven of Wands card and think to myself, well, you might have put them at a little disadvantage with how they had to juggle their employees to cover the shift, or the time it's going to take them to, you know, train someone new, you know, things like that. I think things like that they may regret here. And, you know, maybe they maybe felt maybe I should have asked her if she could have stayed another week. You know, maybe they regret something they may have said or done. But other than that, it seems like it revolves around their business and their business model and how, you know, your leaving them may have affected them.
I think I can go with that.
So with the scythe and the snake, I'm not sure what I want to say here. I think I could say that maybe maybe they felt a little deceived and thought you were going to stay longer. Maybe they felt they got mixed signals from you. So I don't know if it's so much that they regret. They may be a little bit bitter. I don't even know if they're bitter. But, when they think about it, they think, well, I thought she'd stay a little bit longer, but now I'm inconvenienced and have to do this, to replace you.
Yeah, I don't think the bitter is the right word. It may be really just more the sense of, feeling put out by the business aspects of it. And for what it's worth, maybe they feel that, you yourself might have been deceptive to them in terms of either your longevity there or something else. So that's why I think the snake is there, and maybe the scythe is just saying that maybe it was okay to cut you or to let you be cut away. You left on your own.
Oh, I like that.
For whatever reason. So, good luck.
Interesting question as always, Ari. Thank you.
Great questions.
All right.
Selema is up.
Selema is up, and I'm going to spin the wheel, and you're going to get a deck, right?
Yeah.
Oops, the spoke came off.
Oh, great.
I knew that would happen, but it's justice. Wow, it got really close to the Wheel of Fortune finally, too. So the wheel is doing its thing. We got a broken spoke, though. We're going to have to find a way to glue that baby in.
Somehow.
Seems like there's a way I can get it to stay more firmly in. We'll see how that works. Okay.
All right, Selema wants to know what's going on in the coming months of September and October.
Boy, it's really beginning to look and feel like fall out there. I mean, we aren't getting any leaf changes or anything like that, but just different clouds that are coming up, darker, kind of more
A sensation
fall-y
with the temperature.
looking clouds. And, boy, and the temperatures are so nice right now. They're going to be nice till about Thursday, I think, and then we're going to go to the mid-80s suddenly. So I'm enjoying this while it lasts.
All right, our first card is the reversed Knight of Discs, Knight of Pentacles.
Okay.
Then we have the reversed Ace of Swords.
We should have done September and October separate. I didn't think of that.
Like a 2 and 2.
Yeah. But we're going to see what
This'll
it
be
says
okay.
for both.
And then the final card is the Emperor, which is upright.
All right. We got to remember that.
And did we roll for or spin for them?
We did.
Okay.
It ended up on next to the wheel, Justice.
So it seems like some things are really slow coming to you, and or that maybe you are expecting them, but they just don't seem to be the kind of thing that you can move along quickly, and that you may feel that there are certain things that you're really trying to push ahead, like maybe career or some sort of goal that seems to be, more delayed too, in a way. Knight of Discs and reversed Ace of Swords.
What's that last one?
Is the Emperor upright?
Well, that's a really interesting progression here.
It
I
is.
think September is going to be a little bit of a topsy-turvy time for you. I'm sorry, that's the Knight of Discs, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The Knight of Discs indicates that it just seems like it's going to be hard to balance things out in your life, I believe. I think it's really more financial, I really do. So you're going to have to do some juggling and take care, to be sure that you are meeting your needs. And also, if this is about looking for work too, because sometimes this card can be about, trying to move forward in job and career, it seems like there's a real slowdown in September. And you feel as though with that Ace of Swords here, I think overall you're really starting to feel like you're out of ideas as to how to move this forward. You feel really blocked. Yeah, you're going to be feeling really blocked in the month of September. Like, I just don't know which way to go and what to do. But I kind of feel like things shift a little bit come October. With the Emperor here, it shows you with a more take charge attitude here. It shows you actually pulling yourself together and really trying to find a positive way forward, presenting yourself in a better light perhaps to others as well. That could mean some advancement in your life or some positive moves in the right direction. I don't see enough from that card to necessarily say if you're going to get a job or if something is going to come through for you, but I will say that October seems to be the month where you can really potentially make something happen for yourself.
No, I'm sorry, Karishma, but we have closed the list already. We have enough readings to take us through, so we're not going to be able to take any more today. We're sorry. All right, and then the Lenormand are the Garden and the Rider.
Did you do all the cards, by the way?
No, I didn't. I was going to get back to the last
one.
one.
So go ahead. Yeah,
okay. Why, thank you.
Yeah. Hey.
So I do think, I like what Banshee said. I think that in October things are shifting, and I think part of this is that maybe you're realizing where other support can come from, or other advantages or other resources that you may be able to utilize. It just feels like there's something better happening in October that kind of motivates and or gives you, direction, or gives you some sense of autonomy too, because the Emperor is about autonomy. And so something may shift enough to, maybe it's just, a better attitude or a better sense of feeling more confident, but it's coming, and it may be coming in between, some part of September and October.
Right, and I did the Lenormand, so...
You did?
Yeah, I did. I did the Lenormand.
When? Because I just put him there before I started my card.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't, I guess. You're right. Sorry.
Not saying anything.
I did it in my head.
Okay.
Because I already know what I want to say is basically there seems to be more movement happening in your social sector in these 2 months, September and October. Whether you're getting together with families, friends, or networking, it just seems as though there's more activity where other people are concerned. There's movement here.
All right. And so, I think to me that's a gestalt of the 2 months, that it says ultimately, you are moving there, keeping in mind that the King of Discs sort of suggests your movement or progress is slow. I think it is more indicative that September is a lot of maybe what you're feeling now is not very good, not motivational, not, pushing you ahead. But October looks like it could be better. I sure hope so for you.
And you're welcome, Karishma. We're sorry we couldn't fit you in. All right. And it's Divine You.
All right, and we have their question.
And I do. There it is.
Oh, there you are. Thank you.
A third cat and birds. Hey, Divine.
Hi, Divine.
Aw.
Well, these are not the greatest times for people to feel happy about life in general. So some of that is just that we may be overly identifying with the bad things right now, and it's hard not to. I don't want to tell people to not consider what's going on in the world and how it may affect them or others that they care about.
Not everybody feels the same way about what's going on with the various things happening in the world, but we can't help but be affected by some of the energy, whether these things personally affect you or not, there's an energy going on, and it's really, really heavy.
I'm going to spin for.
Oh, yeah,
Divine.
do that. Let me hold this for you. It's Temperance or the Devil.
Okay, either way. Okay, no spin happens there.
Yep.
And you're welcome, Rowie. Thank you.
All right. You're very welcome.
We are your lovely couple. Thank you, Divine.
All right. Wow, you're asked if something new is or what is coming. I don't know, but something new might be coming. You've got the Ace of Wands upright, the first card. I don't know what to say, Divine. You got the Fool upright, the second card. Oh my goodness. You got the Seven of Cups upright, the last card. Oh, wow, this is really interesting. I could go a lot of different ways.
Well, I don't know when it's coming, but it looks like something interesting is coming.
Well, I think the Seven of Cups may present an issue here because you're asking why also bringing up why you feel so lost. And I think there might be an answer there, but we'll see. Go ahead.
All right, so in our Lenormand,
the answer could be here.
There's the tree and the key. So the key is the tree.
Okay. Gee, Divine, I wish we could just get down to nitty-gritty and tell you what it is, but there is something coming your way. Perhaps, if you combine the energy of the Ace of Wands and the Fool together here, it really is saying that there's something that you could begin, but it may appear risky to you or outside of your comfort zone. Like, is this really right for me? Well, I really like this. Why should I bother doing this? You may have a lot of thoughts about taking the chance on this. But I think, it might be good for you to do so. However, I just got to go through the whole thing. However, not the Lenormand, though. I'll wait. Although that is definitely related. With the Seven of Cups here, it's indicating to me, you've talked about the animals, you've talked about different things, and yet your life does not still feel right. And now there's this new opportunity that may come your way. And maybe even you might think it may not feel right. The Seven of Cups upright indicates that maybe there's just too many options and things for you right now. And, it is overwhelming you. It is overwhelming you. You have these animals to take care of. You may have some other volunteer things that you are doing. And so, it's maybe come down to the point that you have to decide where your happiness truly lies.
All right, well, this is quite a bit here, too, that's for sure. And I see that you say you're coming, back here, I guess, to the States for a couple months. And you mentioned, the animals. I'm like, are you going to actually bring those with you? Are they coming to reside with you? Or, is someone taking care of them while you're here? But I do feel what Banshee's saying, and I think I'm getting just my little sense of intuition. It says it's when you come back here, you will see or realize this opportunity or thing happening. And I don't know if that's why, because you come back here and somebody says, oh, Divine is back in the States. Let's see about getting her to get involved with this thing. But I feel this opportunity presents itself once you're back here. And it's mostly about you really needing to find your way with it, to feel really it's that motivation. It's not exactly what Banshee's saying to me, but it's a little bit of that, that Seven of Cups energy there, saying there's so many things you have potentially to choose from. So some of this is really you coming to terms with being the one that can decide.
Well, and if you're unsatisfied with all these things, then maybe it's time to start over again and come up with new options to explore. I think, too, the key and And the tree is a very interesting thing to me, because obviously the key is the tree. And what does the tree stand for? It stands for growth. It stands for education. It stands for your roots and family. And it could also stand for learning, okay? Education. So the key is that. The key may lie there. For example, if it's your health, is there something that maybe is making you feel depressed or not motivated all the time that can be fixed? Have you had physicals? Is there a thyroid problem? Is there something else underlying in your physical nature that could be the key here? The other thing is, what's coming your way? Well, you could open the door with that key to opportunities to find something that interests you in education, or some new pastime or hobby to do and learn. Maybe, if you're interested in, I don't know, if you're interested in any kind of thing, woodworking, if you're interested in creating things for the home, for a garden, whatever the case may be, maybe it's time to take up learning or study, or work on these things. I think here the key is trying to grow yourself in some way, because maybe you're feeling like everything is too routine in your life and you need to stimulate more growth in your life.
I really like what Banshee's saying here, and I think that the key may be finding that the opportunity that's coming to you is one to realize that you could benefit from some things that maybe are addressing your emotional, feelings and resonances. I'm not necessarily saying therapy, but maybe being able to have intercourse, not that, but I mean, being able to talk or interact with other people that maybe can give you some ideas there. I don't know if you should absolutely, take certain, route, like maybe it's worth talking to a doctor or a therapist or a behaviorist.
I think a doctor, because, a lot of times people don't realize how much their mind is affected by what is going on in their bodies.
I didn't mean that, Divine. Don't laugh at me too much.
And so it could be that. I mean, I always like to think, rule out the physical, unless it's something really serious and you can tell there's a mental imbalance. But rule out the physical before going on to, the mental imbalances. And I think here that that's a worthy thing to explore, but also this idea that maybe your life has just become too routinized. Also, you need something to stimulate you mentally again, to get you engaged again in things. And that's why I brought up the learning angle and element too. Maybe sometimes people get engaged in learning about even their genealogy and exploring their past, their family traditions, etc. So whatever would excite you to learn something, to do something different in your life, I say go for it too. That's another possibility here. So, interesting reading, Divine. Good luck with that. And Alicia's up. All right, let me put my deck away. I don't have a question, but I'm assuming, hey there, I knew you were here. Did you post a question? Because I didn't see it, unless you recently did it. And I missed it. There it is.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
What's coming for work and business? Let's see.
Okay. That's my deck.
I know. I'm getting one out for next time.
Yes,
and
all right.
Get the one
Very
around.
cool. Thanks, Jasmina.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Divine.
Thank you, Divine. We hope to see you more when you're visiting in the States. You'll be more in our time zone.
In our crazy time zone.
Thank you too, Alicia.
Oh, man, you guys.
So we have to spin the wheel for you to see if you get the extra cards.
Was that? Yes, it's mine.
Mm-hmm. And these are for September, the challenge and the opportunity.
The Magician.
Nope. Sorry. Great. It'll be nice to see you more often for the time it lasts.
Thank you for the question, Jasmine. I see yours there.
All right. What's coming for work business this week?
Be the magic man this week.
All right. And you have the
person.
Eight of Swords reversed. I think I kind of like that.
The Eight of Swords reversed.
You have the Page or Knave of Pentacles, and they're upright. And then you have the reversed Ace of Pentacles. Okay, maybe that one's not the best.
Sigh.
Sorry.
Well, here you go.
Oh, sorry. And our tree has returned. That's always nice. And stars.
Well, put your best foot forward out there, I think, Alicia. You know, the Eight of Swords reversed indicates you certainly, are open, are ready to receive the work. I think here that maybe that's a positive sign, I like to combine it with a Lenormand, that 8, I think. Because I really feel here you need to remain optimistic, and maybe you're going to have to do, I don't know, I'm a little mixed on that. That's the Ace, or is that the Page?
The Page of Pentacles.
Yeah, so it's the Page of Pentacles here, so I guess I got to go that way. There may be some good news this week to bolster that. Somebody might be inquiring about, the business. Maybe something will come in that looks promising. I will say that it may not necessarily, I'm wondering if it's going to happen later in the week, and it may not necessarily matter for this week because you have that Ace of Pentacles reversed at the end. And so I wonder if there's a delay here in taking on the work, you know what I mean? So that something may look promising, somebody may inquire, but maybe they won't make a decision this week. There's going to be a delay.
There's delays this week. Nothing is really great except for at the beginning. It seems like you may be finding you're freed up in certain ways, or some of the opportunities or possibilities you were working towards or wondering about may have freed up. So this is saying you could find that something is easier for you to move towards in some respect. You could also find, too, that maybe you just changed your mind about your approach, and maybe you realize you could find your way there with a different strategy. You weren't necessarily stuck somehow. I like what Banshee said. I sort of want to combine those two and feel that despite this, freeing yourself, things are just going to move along at their normal clip. You're not going to be able to put extra momentum towards that. And so that may say that by the end of the week, things are still in progress and not necessarily decided one way or the other. You might have to wait. It's a delay. Ace of Pentacles is a delay.
Well, sometimes it means a no, but because I'm looking ahead to the Lenormand, I'm not sure we got a no here. But what I would say is that Ace of Pentacles just indicates to me there is a delay. It's not like nothing will happen. I'm going to stick with what I said, that I feel that Page might be that people are inquiring and interested, but they may not commit this week. But because look you've got the Star and you've got the Tree, and I want to combine the Star and the Tree with that Eight of Swords to say that remain confident that you can overcome whatever has been restricting you from moving forward with business matters. The Star saying remain hopeful here. Be positive in your thinking that growth is coming. Because I think the Star and the Tree together are indicating that growth will come, but with a delay.
Right, and I like that, and I agree with Banshee, and I think that's why I'm seeing this Eight of Swords as saying, changing your attitude or beginning to move away from, situations that were holding you back. So in that sense, it just may be something that's going to work out more next week or after. Good luck.
Good luck with that, Alicia. Okay, Jasmina is up.
We'll see. Always remain hopeful. That's what you are. I know that.
Alrighty.
There you are. All right.
Here we are. Whoops. And so general for September. So we are doing the spin for you for September as well. That will just be an additional for this reading, telling you the opportunity and challenge that may come out of what we read for you. If you win those extra cards, that is. I just flew off by you somewhere.
Yes, I felt it hit my leg. Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm. No, it's the moon again. It went to the moon. Do you see it? Oh, you got it. Good. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I felt it pelt against my leg.
Oh. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought I had it in there real good, too. So, went through a few
Gonna need a
spins.
dab of glue of some sort.
Yeah, we got to get some glue on it. I think I might have some. All right.
All right. Well, we will give you that reading. That's gonna
we'll
be
just give you the regular reading. And so I'm going to use my Dancing in the Dark deck on that one. And let's see what we get for September here. All right. One more. Right. Oops. All those. Okay, well, you have the Knight of Cups upright. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. And the Seven of Cups reversed. This time came up in an earlier reading. God, I love this deck.
Our Lenormand says stars and house.
Oh, the house. Okay. Huh.
So that's the Knight of Cups?
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 12.
Mm-hmm.
So the Knight of Cups, I think there's something that's coming or going in and out of your life, one or the other, that is going to affect you emotionally. Actually, for the positive. So I almost think something positive is coming your way. Nights can be transitory. That's why I said both extremes here. But I really feel it's something positive. Something positive is going to bring you some joy in this month ahead. What it is, it could be really anything. I think it could be that, maybe... Well, I'm not sure it relates to the second card. I'm not sure it does. But it could be relating to the home in the Lenormand. I can't rule that out. Or it could relate to the Seven of Cups, which I'll get to later. But I think for now, let's just say I do believe some positive news is coming your way, or some positive change that's going to bring joy and happiness.
Well, a lot of times this night will be about relationships. They may be about, love relationships or strong emotional relationships. So it could be about that. There's not necessarily a given. If you are already in a relationship, it could say that you're moving towards a new level of some sort, or you're working in a commitment towards some similar process. Or if you're not in a relationship, maybe you're moving towards one.
And the Nine of Pentacles reversed indicates that, well, this is very good for you and everything, whatever this is, but maybe you were expecting a little bit more out of something. So, for example, if Mr. O is right and this was about a relationship, maybe there's something about this person that is still not totally everything you had hoped it would be. That doesn't mean it can't end up that way, but it's like you sort of have other expectations. So that could be true about a job, that could be true about a living arrangement or situation, could be about a lot of things. Could be about your home.
Right, if it's your job, then it's because you are moving towards your dream job, your dream promotion, or a dream situation in the job, you're moved to, co-workers you favor more, that kind of thing. But the Nine of Pentacles is saying that, maybe your comfort isn't really guaranteed for you, or you don't feel it in some ways, or that you still feel that you're working towards a sense of comfort or security that you want to feel.
Yeah. I think here, this whole situation... So I noticed you're saying it's about a job.
It is about your job.
Are you applying for a promotion, or are you looking for a new job? Is that it? I don't know. I'm just wondering here because choices or decisions are involved. That Seven of Cups indicates to me that you may have to make a choice, or somebody else may have to make a choice here, and that could affect you, and you're not happy at your current job. Okay, so that is it here. I was going to say, after that Nine of Pentacles, that if you're not happy with the situation, then you have a choice here to make. You can choose to stay, or you could choose from other options. But of course, to have other options, you have to try to make other options for yourself.
I like that, and I appreciate the feedback, Jasmina, because yes, that's probably epitomized by that Nine of Pentacles. You don't feel comfortable there. You don't feel secure. It's not like you feel totally uncomfortable, but it's not what you feel you need. And the Seven of Cups says you may know, or you will know, the choice you want to take. I mean, this is a reading about, next month. So I think it's saying that somehow this opportunity or choice will be clear to you. It may not necessarily be an option for you, but you know what you want to do, and you know maybe how you want to move towards that, that Knight of Cups.
Well, the good news is, Jasmina, as I'm updating my list here, but just getting things together. The good news here, Jasmina, is with the Lenormand, because the Lenormand, well, and of course the Knight of Cups was positive too. And it's really saying you're not in a terrible place, but it's not what you want. And so the house and the stars indicates to me that keep hope alive. Keep hope alive that you will be able to find a place where you feel you belong, where you feel it's like home to you, okay? So, but that means you really got to get to work and start creating those options for yourself, because I believe, with the star and the home, something good is out there for you.
Well, I love hearing that. I appreciate your spirit here. These are a lot of tough times for a lot of people, and people like Banshee and me, we're retired now. We may not have any idea of what some hardships people have to go to, but we have, a child, a grandchild, and so we hear about that, and we know other people. So we appreciate everyone's struggles, and we know, life is pretty rough right now for a lot of people.
Yeah. So good luck with that. It looks okay overall. It does. Okay. Yep, the store is closing soon, Zach. Sorry.
Yeah, it is 4 o'clock, and we have one more reading, so we did close our list. We do?
Did you forget Namira?
I thought that Namira is our last one.
Yeah, but Spirit Connection's on.
Whoops! You're right. I'm sorry. Sorry, Spirit. Whoops. You're welcome, Jasmina. Yeah, you're right.
And there it is.
I'm sorry, I forgot about... Yeah, so, Zach, we'll have to take you another time. I hope you don't mind. Yeah. Maybe come back on Thursday.
Oh, it filled up, Zach. Hey there, Spirit Connections.
Alrighty.
Mr. O's deck this time, I think.
Alright, let's use a different deck. Let's see, what do we want? We love you too,
Take
Zach.
care,
Thank you.
Zach. Appreciate you. All right.
Stay in chat if you wish.
Let's shuffle that once. Okay.
So I should do 2 and 2, one for his class and one for his teacher, I think. Or what do you want?
I think we should do 3 cards and
All
just
right.
see if we can get a
Ascertain.
beat on that.
Sounds good. Here we go.
Right.
The world, and it's upright.
Nice.
The 2 of Wands is reversed. And the 3 of Cups is reversed. So it started off nice, but it may not go exactly that smooth.
We'll see.
Here's the Stork.
We'll see, Spirit Connections.
And the Sun. Well, those are definitely nice too. So what you got?
Well, it won't be easy. I think, though, that he will successfully complete the course. So if that's what you're wondering, the class will go, he will complete it successfully. That's the world here. It's like,
Yeah.
a good ending. And I think here the 2 of Wands reversed just indicates to me that Jonathan really needs to, develop a strategy for, study, develop a sense for what the teacher's expectations are, and to be sure that, he's not afraid to ask questions and make sure that he's on the right track with things. Because, I think with the 3 of Cups here, this teacher may not be that very supportive, He's going to have to kind of, I think he's going to have to be a little bit more assertive, Jonathan, in making sure he gets what he needs to be successful in the class. But all systems looks like he will be successful pretty much.
Sometimes when I look at the 2 of Wands reversed, I get the feeling like this could be saying a little sense of guardedness. Might be that somebody may not be quite as curious, and so that could be dubious in a class situation. So this could be saying that
I like that.
he might want to work on his sense of curiosity, be able to ask important questions rather than just take in what is presented. So I think, and of course that is whether or not they feel comfortable with the teacher. But I like what Banshee said. I think that the world, as well as looking at the sun in the Lenormand, there's a clear indication that he's going to do pretty well, other than what I saw there. And I think that the 3 of Cups could just be saying, right, this is college now, right? I mean, he graduated high school, so this is like no nonsense. This is not like, easy peasy. Not that I'm saying his high school was, but I found high school pretty easy, and then college was really not very easy.
Well, I mentioned the teacher, but again, in a lot of these courses, they do a lot of group teams, team kind of projects and assignments and that. And so some of the problems may come from there as well, that the people on his team aren't very supportive or, could drag him down a little bit. But or it could be the teacher. It could be either way, because you asked specifically about that. So I can't rule that out. And when I look at the Lenormand, clearly it goes right in line with the world, as Mr. O said. But what it's saying to me is that this new beginning, the stork, the sun the sun is success in this class, and it could open the door to something else. Maybe it will inspire him to take another class, along these lines, or to go in a particular path now due to what he's done in this class. So either way here, it just could be a successful new beginning and entry into college. I've read it. Or it could be what I just said about, it opening the doors for other classes he may want to explore.
Well, good luck to Jonathan.
Yeah.
I think it does look good. We wish him good luck.
So yeah, okay, so there will be some things to work out,
Nice.
and I think that he will make it. He will do it.
All right. Okay, Namira, final reading.
Yep, we're on Namira.
And we spin for Namira, right?
Did we spin for Spirit Connections?
I thought we did.
Did we?
I thought we did. Spirit, did we give you...
No, we didn't.
Did we give you a spin?
Nope.
You're right, I guess.
I know I'm right. Well, it's the lovers. I'm sorry.
All right.
But I know we didn't spin for you, so we did.
I know she's right. Sorry about that.
Anyway, we'll try again.
All right,
Next
so
week
now-
will be different.
So now it's a spin for Namira, and I do that one.
Yes, let me hold this.
Alrighty.
Let's do this
Cross
first.
your fingers, Namira.
Nope, it's the Hanged Man. Haven't seen him today. Okay.
Alrighty. Well, there'll be plenty more for the next couple weeks, I think.
Next few weeks. Yep. Stay tuned.
And other things to win. Or...
I have some ideas, Mr. O. I'm going to throw at you.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Is
No,
it my
you probably
deck or
don't.
yours?
But I think
It's
it's
your
your deck for Namira.
No, didn't I just do Spirit?
I thought I used my Tarot Illuma. Did I not?
No.
Oh,
I used the Paul Hewson deck.
so I brought it out for Namira. Okay.
So that's
now
who
I
it's for.
remember. Thank you. You're right.
Thank you. Yes, we got it from some folks in California, Datura Studios. They make a number of divination devices, and this one is the wheel with the major arcana on it. And we've taken it on the road with us. We haven't done it lately, but we used to go and we would do spins for raffles that we would give away at our other events that we would go to. So.
I've also used it to give a challenge and opportunity reading, like, we were going to do today with the cards, but I'd actually
That's right.
use these. I've done it on social media before, so. All right, so we got a general reading for Namira for the week ahead. He's got some really cool Ouija spirit board ones and some other things as well. Very cool. Some of them are quite pricey, but some of them are very... this wasn't cheap, but this was cheaper than some. And some are very technical. It's really cool. He does great things. Datura Trading or Datura something.
Datura Studio,
I don't think... Is it
D-A-T-U-R-A.
Studios? Okay.
Datura Studios. And he's partnered with some book writers and some other folks that do similar work, more in the pagan metaphysical realm, but he does more divination stuff. Alrighty. Thank you.
Uh-oh. The House of God. It's the Tower reversed.
Pretty card.
It is. The Four of Cups is upright. And the Emperor's
Now,
upright.
I don't like the Tower reverse, Namira, I'll tell you
I
that.
know. But the other
Emperor.
cards are positive. We'll see what we can do. What this really
In our
is about.
Letterman, the house returns. and the Woman.
Oh.
Which could be...
Stay home.
Stay home, yeah. Stay home.
Stay home this week. No.
I know, that's right.
Let's see. Okay. The Tower reverse does indicate that a sudden situation could come up that is, really behooves you to take in the lesson from it. Take in what you need to learn from it. Something could fall apart that you were hoping would work out for you. There was a deal, a contract to sign, or, some agreement with someone. Whatever the case it is, it just seems like there's something sudden that's going to happen that's going to make something fall apart. And it's going to leave you, the Four of Cups, I'll stop after the Four of Cups. It's going to lead you really pulling back a bit and thinking about what you get. I guess what I want to say about it's really giving you a lot to think about. But the problem is, don't ruminate too long. Don't ruminate too long on this. You're meant to learn something from this and then move forward.
Well, you haven't mentioned the situation with the other person in your apartment, so I don't know that it's about that. But that was my first thought. And I know you mentioned something about your son either moving back or moving out, and there were concerns over that. And it does feel that way, that, like maybe something that was planned and thought was going to, build towards something, it's not going to work out. And you're going to find that something didn't kick in that would have helped you understand why, that maybe you're not really understanding what happened, which does lead to this idea of sort of pulling back so you could ponder this on your own. I mean, it may be something that even makes you feel like you do need to retreat a little bit, or that you're not sure of how you want to present elsewhere.
The way forward is to not get stuck in a mode of, rumination about it. The way forward is to be like the Emperor and take charge. You're going to need to take charge of the situation to turn this around. But in order to do that, you really have to understand the underpinnings as to why this took place. Because if you don't, then you're only going to magnify the crisis or whatever this is that is occurring. You have to learn from it.
You need to be able to spend some time thinking about that.
Yeah.
However you do that. I mean, it doesn't mean like you lock yourself up and do that, but you will need to, put yourself in that space.
It could be work related, absolutely. Whenever I see the home card, I always keep work into the equation, because it is like our second home.
Right.
We spend so much time there. And so, I think you are going to be dealing with a situation that is kind of affecting your comfortability with people or things. And so, you want to try to get things in a more comfortable place once more. And in order to do so, I think you really have to think deeply about what went wrong and why. Because the danger here is to overreact and not be in control like the Emperor is.
I like that. And I think that's saying that right, how yourself as management in this or whatever situation it is will be key towards you having that space you need to really figure it out or examine it. And you need to sort of, keep yourself in a sense isolated from other things that might be coming back from that, other people that were affected or don't like, how it went.
I just wanted to say you're welcome, Dr. V. So thank you.
Good luck, Dr. V.
And good luck with that, yes. So that's what we have for you, an interesting reading. I don't know if this one will resonate with you or not. And I hope you don't have to go through it. I never like Tower cards. But, we never think we're going to get through them, but we always do. So don't automatically panic. But, it is reversed, which means you got to work a little bit harder to come out of this without a problem. So good luck with that.
Yeah, I think so. I think that.
All right. So we have for you good luck with that. And that's what we have for everybody. We are done. Hey, we want to thank everybody for a great show. Lots of good questions. Some very interesting readings today, I thought. So I hope everybody got something out of them. And as always, we look forward to reading for you soon. You guys are all very kind to us. We appreciate you. And we thank you for your support.
And we will be back on Thursday for another live stream here. TFT Tarot for Today After Dark.
Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day or evening, and we'll see you next time. Take care, Kara. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.